Guys, great to have you over again. This is Isaac Larkey of You the Man. You know, after surviving my car accident many years ago that left me with an 85% brain disability and the amazing subsequent recovery that I made thereafter, a lot of people came to me and said to me, Isaac, how did you do it, And I said to myself, a lot of it had to do with conquering the power of my mind. And I remember reading something of the famous Zig Ziglar when he said something to the effect that change your thinking and you will change your world. Nothing epitomized it better for me than one day. It was so coincidental when I was in New York City and I arrived at LaGuardia and I exited the airport and I flagged down a cabbie and out comes this man and he's got a sparkling smile, he's got a beautiful suit on and he's got a shining cap to match that. And I look at him and he says to me, good day to you, sir. My name is Malhotra. I will be your cabbie for today. And while he's loading my bags into the trunk of his car, he says to me, sir, while you are waiting, would you like to read my mission statement? And I said, whoa, a mission statement? A cabbie? And then I was curious, so I said, yeah, sure thing, why not? And I read his mission statement, and you know what it says? It says, good day, I am Mr. Malhotra. My duty and my job is to get you to your destination as quickly as possible, as safely as possible, and as cost efficiently as possible. And I said to myself, wow. Nevertheless, we continue driving. We're driving to my hotel, and you know what he says to me? He says to me, Mr. Larkey, would you like the Times of India or the Washington Post or the Hindu Today? And I said to myself, wow. So naturally I chose the newspaper. And he says to me, Mr. Larkey, would you like a tea or a coffee? So I said, let me be a little bit playful. So I asked him, can I have a soft drink? It's quite hot. So he says, no problem at all. Would you like a Pepsi? Would you like a lassi? Or would you like an orange juice? Imagine that, guys. Look at the opportunities. Look at the different variations that he gives to me. So I nevertheless chose a Pepsi. And then we continue. And then he says to me, Mr. Larkey, is the temperature to your satisfaction? And then he carries on, wowing me, He says, would you like me to tell you about the sights and side attractions in New York City, or would you like to be left to your own thoughts? So now I'm really, really amazed by this whole thing. And I asked him, Mr. Malhotra, tell me, how is it that you've taken control over, you're a leader, not just an entrepreneur, not just a cabbie, but a real leader. You've made a conscious choice to run your life differently. And he says to me, oh dear Mr. Larkey, it hasn't always been like that. Let me tell you what happened, One day, for 5 years, I've been doing this job for 7 years now, but for the first 5 years, what happened is that I was like all the other cabbies. My car was dirty. I was forever complaining, And then one day, I read this thing by Zig Ziglar, and it says, change your thinking, and you change your world. And that day, I decided, you know what? I'm tired of being a duck. I want to be like an eagle. I want to soar. I want the best for my life. So I said, yeah, and how's it worked out for you? He says, well, last year, I have doubled my revenue compared to the previous year. And I said, yeah, and this year? He says, this year, I think I will quadruple my revenue from last year. And guys, it was such a powerful thing for me. It was such a powerful experience for me. Here I am, a motivational speaker in New York City, yet right under my nose is a dynamic cabbie who has decided to take charge of his life. And that motivated me so much. It inspired me so much. And that, for me, bear testament to the fact that when we take control over our minds and make it a luscious garden, a fertile garden, and we take control over our thoughts, okay, we will change our world indeed. Thanks for watching. Isaac Larkey. This is a production of You the Man Productions, where we show you how to we change adversity into opportunity. Bold, brave, courageous, and fearless. You the man.